A man is floating in the ocean. His life is almost over. He reaches for a bottle of red wine floating in the air, but realizes it's actually death beckoning him. The man sees this clearly and immediately shows his contempt for death. Death is also on his first day on the job. Looking at this person who isn't completely dead yet, he checks the watch in his hand to see how much time the man has left to live. He discovers the man still has a few hours. The cause of death will be dehydration from the sun. Seeing there's still so much time left, Death can only sit on a treasure chest and wait quietly, but when he feels the chest beneath him, curiosity makes him open it up and take a look. Inside is nothing but gold, but the man quickly shuts it. Death angrily drags the man aside and opens it right in front of him. However, the man no longer has the strength to stop him. Death looks at the gold coins in his hand and actually thinks about skipping them across the water, watching the coins bounce a few times before falling into the sea. Death is very happy. He keeps throwing them one after another. He just can't stop. The man is desperate. Suddenly, a big fish swims over. Death gets another idea. He actually uses the gold coins to go fishing. The big fish quickly takes the bait, and it's incredibly strong. Death accidentally gets pulled into the water. The fish drags him around the small boat in circles. The man can only watch helplessly. At first Death is still having a great time, but then it gradually gets out of control. When the big fish passes by the boat, Death reaches out and hooks on with his side. The fish continues pulling him along. Soon the big fish surfaces. Seeing how huge the fish is, Death can only desperately hold onto the rope, letting the fish continue dragging him. Meanwhile, the man also catches one of the gold coins flying out. The fish pulls them toward a small island. Death sees it getting closer and closer, and immediately lets go of the rope. But the big fish dives underwater and escapes. The boat crashes into the rocks. The man gets thrown out and lands right at a bar counter. The gold coin in his hand bounces out too. The bartender immediately serves him a beer. The man happily looks at the beer and gold coin. After hesitating briefly, he decides he wants both. But at this moment, Death has run into some trouble.